Carlos Benitez. Carlos recently returned from a conference related to his prison ministry and a very important topic, restorative justice. He wants to remind us that everyone makes mistakes, but healing begins when we stop replaying the past, spreading innuendos, and start choosing right words that build, not break. Carlos will emphasize that it's important for Toastmasters to choose words and conversations that lead to healing and not harm. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Benitez with his speech entitled, "Bury Your Rooster and Your Innuendos." Please welcome Toastmaster Carlos Benitez.
Bury your rooster.
Almost forgot my main prop here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias, Toastmasters and guests.
Buenos dias.
You know, in the past, I've spoken about my purpose in life, which involves faith, family, and friends. Today, I want to emphasize another alliteration, forgiveness. Faith, family, and forgiveness. So today, I'd like to share a story about a farmer, a boy, and a rooster. There once was a farmer who raised bantam, prize-winning roosters. Little banty roosters strutted around real proud. And this one particular rooster that he had was prize-winning. It won blue ribbon prizes, county fairs, and state fairs. And the farmer also had a son. And his son just turned 16. He was very proud of him. So he bought him a red convertible sports car. And the son was just happy as can be on receiving this sports car. So he asked his dad, can he go into town and show it off to his friends? So his father says, yeah, you go to town, but be very careful and drive safely. So the boy went into the town. It was one of those old towns with the courthouse square, had all his friends there, and he was real proud of his car. So he gave all of them a ride and showing it off. And as the sunset came about, he realized he was running a little late. So he doubled back home to the farm. He's kind of speeding a little bit fast. And when we got to the gate, it was too late. Boom! He ran into his father's prize-winning rooster. And the father looked, and as he looked up, he saw that the father was on the front porch, had seen everything. So he grabbed the rooster from the front grill and slowly walked up to his father. And he felt awful. And he says, "Father, I'm so sorry." And the father looked at him and he says, "I'm highly disappointed, but I forgive you. Now go bury the rooster." So he grabbed the shovel and he went down to the front yard under the old shade tree and he buried the rooster. A couple days had gone by and he was feeling remorse and regret, and he dug up the rooster and he dusted off the dirt, brought it back to his father and said, "Father, I'm just so sorry. Can you please forgive me?" And he says, "Son," looked at him a little bit like, what the heck? "I already forgave you. Please, go bury the rooster." A couple more days went by and he did it again. A couple more days went by. Well, now if you guys really think that this guy is going to bury the rooster again, you got to most likely think that this guy's the dumbest guy in the county. But folks, how many of us at times have dug up our own roosters? We say we buried them, but we keep digging them up again. And sometimes we don't dig up just these old actions, but we dig up old words. Words. We toss words around like gossip and rumors, and worse yet, innuendos. A vague comment, a half-truth, a raised eyebrow, and ways that say something when you don't really say something. But innuendos are dangerous, my friends. They don't tell the truth. They twist it. It buries people in confusion instead of clarity. Now, in my ministry, St. Peter Claver Prison Ministry, we focus on restorative justice. It's about healing the harm through honesty. It asks, who got hurt? Who needs to be made right? And how can we move forward? It's not about blame. It's about the truth spoken with respect and with the courage to start all over again. I'm all about second chances. This month, they put 17 people to death in capital punishment. Fellow Toastmasters, whether it's gossip, regret, guilt, maybe, just maybe, it's time to bury your roosters. If you've made the peace, make it permanent. Because restorative justice isn't just about courtrooms or prisons. It's for all of us, even here at Toastmasters. It's how we restore dignity to others, and most importantly, to ourselves. So let's leave the past where it belongs, under that shade tree. Forgiven and finished. The past be the past. And if you have to dig, dig for the truth and not for that rooster.